tonight's guest is Paint with Phizz. Now, he is an artist here on TikTok. He's got some cool lives, and he actually paints in the live. It's something to see. So we're going to talk, we'll chat, and maybe we'll chill, and we'll see what happens, because, you know, it happens to be, here we go, the Chat and Chill Show. Here we go. Cheers. Right? All right. So I'm going to find him. Here we go. Where? There he is. Everyone, the one, the only, Paint with Phizz.
Is it going to let me show up? Let's see. Let's see if I got to turn my camera on.
I see.
Oh, look at that.
There.
Ah, there I am. Look at that.
Yes.
No, I'm not. Oh,
They're
God.
applauding.
Not.
Oh, hey, welcome in, Gracie.
Oh,
There he is. I got a visual.
all right.
Now I don't hear. Do you hear down
You
there?
can't hear me? Oh,
Hold on.
can anybody hear what I'm saying?
Oh, I hear you now. I hear you now.
All right. Awesome.
Okay.
Great.
All right. It might have been just me because, you know, well, life happens. Right. Hey, Chris, welcome in. All right. Again, please and thank you. If you could share this out, we'd like to get at least double digits here now. Come on. All right. Please and thank you. A little's back.
All right.
Uh-oh. Okay.
Awesome.
All right. So the first question I ask every guest I have, regardless of what they do, is what time zone are you in?
I'm in the Central Time Zone. I live
He's
in
in the
Omaha.
Central. I'm in the Central. This is so cool. But we have guests, and it's kind of a standing question to ask everyone because
Yeah.
we have guests from all over the world. And it gets really tricky when you're scheduling a show and I say, oh, it's 8 p.m. and it's like 9 a.m. for them the next day, you know. So we have to
Yeah.
figure those things out. But yeah, Pacific Standard Time. Yes, you're in Pacific. Yeah, you're on the other coast. But we have people who come from all over. So that's my first question. My
All right.
next question is, how long have you been on TikTok?
I've been on TikTok for about 2.5 years.
Two and a half.
But I only started going live about a year ago.
Oh,
Before
'cause
that,
I
I was
ha-
just lurking.
I hadn't seen. Oh, thank you so much for that, Chris. I hadn't seen you that long, and I understand that lurking
Yeah.
thing. Like when I finally got the 1,000 to be able to go live, I'm like, I think I'll just. Oh, thank you so much. I'll lurk.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It
that's
takes
kind of
so.
how
Yeah.
it's kind of how it was for me, you know. I had about 1,200 followers when I started painting.
Uh-huh.
And I started painting almost exactly 1 year ago.
Okay.
I started painting on December 27th, and I started going live early January. And
We
I've just
already
been
made a
going live
goal.
ever since then. Well, thank you guys. Appreciate that.
You
Thank
already made a
you.
goal. So you started your lives on December 27th. That's really ironic
Yeah.
because Chat and Chill Show started on December 29th.
So like
How about when you're
2 days apart.
yeah, it's like
Anniversaries
anniversary
right next
time.
to each other.
Yeah,
Love it.
definitely.
Love it.
Yeah, in fact, the last week of December, that I found out there's a name to that. I know that's not exactly have anything to do with art, but it's called Twixmas. It's between Christmas and New Year. I didn't know it had a name.
Ah.
Somebody
I
named it.
know.
And so I thought, well, you know, having a guest, you know, it's kind of hard that time. We'll just celebrate the whole week, my 1 year
Yeah.
anniversary. So that's how we're gonna do. So are you gonna have any special on your? Now we're getting on your live. On your
Yeah.
live, are you gonna do an anniversary special of I've been here a year?
Yeah, I'll probably do a large painting. That's usually what I do for like I'll do something big and something kind of new. Like I'll do a new composition. I'll do something that I haven't really done before and the viewers haven't seen before.
Right.
Because that's really, I see a lot of my art, like these paintings that I create, as a byproduct of my true passion, which is performance art. That's
Okay.
where all of my background is.
Oh,
Like I
performance
said, I
art.
just started painting a year ago. And I
That was one
wanted
of my
to,
questions. How long have you been painting? So only a
1 year.
year. 1
Yeah.
year.
Yeah, I
You've
got my
only been
first
painting a year.
painting.
Oh,
Want to see
let's
my
look at.
first
Let's look.
painting?
You want to
Oh,
see it down in the chat? Yeah, you want to see it, don't you?
Who
Yeah,
wants to see it?
yeah, you want to see it, don't you?
Y'all want to see it.
Yeah, there. I'm a spit. Yeah, Gracie said,
That is my first painting.
"Oh, look." Yeah, Chris said, "Yeah,
Never had any art
yeah, we know."
classes. I've never had any sort of training of any sort. I'm 100% self-taught, painting live on TikTok.
Ah, well, I
And
noticed you
now,
do a lot of
yeah.
landscapes and a lot of
Yeah,
mountains.
mostly landscapes. Yeah.
Yeah,
Mostly
landscapes.
landscapes.
Yeah, with mountains. But
Yeah.
sometimes you have like some abstract things, like galaxy looking
Yeah.
space.
Like
Yeah.
these. Yeah. Oh, let me show you this one. It's a skateboard I did. It's like a galaxy.
Oh, look at that. That's
Uh-huh.
awesome. So my
Nice
next question
shiny.
is, what
Yeah.
kind of media, what kind of art paints that you use? Are you more into oil based? Are you more into acrylics? What's your thing that you use?
All oils.
You're into oils. Okay.
I
You
don't
like
paint with
cleanup.
acrylics.
You like cleanup.
Yeah. It's yeah. Yeah. It is a lot of cleanup.
Yeah.
No doubt about that. But I've done almost 280 paintings in the last year. So I've really worked out a lot of methods. I'm very oriented when it comes to making lists and following procedures. I think it's awesome that you mentioned that you're a special ed teacher because I
Hmm.
have a special needs child. I
Okay.
have
I'm a
a
retired one.
14-year-old. I have a 14-year-old special needs child. So uh,
Okay.
with him, I was able to train myself to be more regimented and
Oh, yeah. Be very
make
structured.
lists and
Hmm.
really structured because it
Yeah.
helps. It helps with him, and I find it helps me too. So,
I grew up with that. My brother is autistic, by the way, and so he likes to make lots of lists. So
yep.
and he loves schedules. So I mean that's what's kept me going. And the show is all about schedules too. Some people kind of go live when oh hi Kitty, they go live whenever, and I'm like nope. It's going to be about 7:50. It's going to be right at 8 o'clock. It's gonna,
Hmm.
it's just the way I am. But anyway,
Yep. I go live at 9:30 p.m.
yeah.
Central Time
And sometimes I'm
on
like,
the dot.
yeah, right? Hey, welcome in, Larry. Oh, hi, Kitty. Do you like that? You want to be on part of the show? Hi,
Yeah,
Kitty. Oh,
that's
and thank you,
well,
everybody. We're in
she's
20.
part of my show, so she
All
gets to
right.
keep part of this show. This is Peggy. This is my three-legged cat. She always makes
Oh,
an appearance when I'm over here painting, so she had to come make an
Peggy.
appearance
Hi,
tonight.
Peggy. You're a three-legged
Yeah.
cat, huh? Oh, you love
Yeah,
your dad?
rescued her when she was about 4 weeks old, and
Oh,
she has been by my side ever since. So
oh.
I'm gonna
Well,
set you
we
down,
we we
Peg.
don't mind that at all.
Oh,
Peggy is gorgeous, Gracie says. Oh, thank you so much. I'll change the goal here in a minute. Um, my next question is, what inspires you to paint? You talked about your child and
yeah.
being at home with your child, and but
Mhm.
what gave you the idea of I'm going to start painting?
Well, I have two older kids. I have a 14
Huh?
year old, the 14-year-old special needs, and I have a
Right.
almost 12-year-old daughter. I
Okay.
also have a pandemic baby. I have a 2-year-old.
Oh
Uh,
yeah, the
when
pandemic
that two
time.
year old was about 1 year old, he had a hard time sleeping. It was very difficult for us to get him to sleep. And one of the things that I found that calmed him down and simultaneously calmed me down, because I have a variety of mental illnesses. I could talk about that in a second.
Um.
Uh, but yeah, so it calmed him down and
Hmm.
it calmed me down.
Yeah.
It was
Absolutely.
watching Bob Ross.
Oh, Bob
Uh,
Ross. Oh,
so
awesome.
we
Bob
watched
Ross.
hours upon hours upon hours of Bob Ross. And I was in kind of a bad place in my life, and I really needed something. I needed something to do. I'm like a habitual hobbyist. I've
Uh
got
huh.
so many hobbies that I've gotten into, but I've never really gotten great at. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Uh, and
And
and so I needed something. And for Christmas last year, my wife bought me the Bob Ross paint set and said, "Start painting.
start
You've
painting. And
watched
wow.
a hundred or so hours of Bob Ross. Go paint. Go do that."
Yeah.
And so I did, and that's what I've been doing that 6 nights a week since.
And you said you were learning that during basically the pandemic, the lockdown. Well, thank you so much, little.
Yeah, just
And that's
watching a
something
bunch of Bob Ross.
you don't have to interact with a bunch of people. That was the time, and I understand.
Hmm.
But my medium was different at that time when I wasn't teaching online during the pandemic.
Hmm.
Special ed, that was fun. I loved watercolor pencils. I like the
Yeah.
pencils, and you color them with the pencils, and then you. I used to like pastels, but they're the dust bothers my respiratory problems. So, I went to that, and that doesn't bother me. I just would do those for hours, and I understand that painting was very therapeutic, and that was very therapeutic for me because you just can just you see something, you whatever, you look at it, and that gets into colors. Do you have a favorite color that you paint with, or do you just like any colors?
I love all the colors. They all
Yeah,
have their place
they all have their place.
in
Correct.
whatever piece you're making. Like depending on what it is, you're going to use a variety of colors. But yes, I do have a favorite color to paint with,
Uh huh.
and that is
Ooh, we're gonna find out,
oh, wrong
folks.
one, wrong
Ooh,
one.
oh, oh,
There
oh,
it
let's see
is.
if I can find the drum roll.
Prussian blue. Mm.
Oh, you know what? It
Is
might be
it's a
mine too.
nice deep
Deep
blue.
blue.
Mm.
Okay. I would like that too. Yes, I love blues, blues and
Yeah.
teals. And so, do you mix your own paints? Like when you're because you have your palette. If you don't, people
Hmm.
don't know, you have that thing he puts on his hands called palette. You'll see if you watch his lives. And so, do you like when you're like, oh yeah, okay, I need a little orange. So, do you put a little red and yellow together and make your or whatever color it is, or you're
Yeah,
making greens or whatever. So you mix your own
yeah,
colors.
yeah.
Okay.
Usually, yeah,
Usually, yeah, okay.
yeah,
Yeah, what's the
yeah.
favorite masterpiece? What's the question? What's the favorite masterpiece does he have? Oh,
Ooh,
yeah, we want to get into that too.
ooh,
So
that's a
like
tough one.
we see a picture behind you. What is that
Yeah,
paint?
this one. This I did this 3 or 4 days ago. I thought
And
it
I
was
love
the
his
nicest
videos.
that
Your
I've done
videos,
recently.
you do like a time lapse where like
Yeah.
how long does it normally take for you to paint something like that?
Oh, an hour and a half, maybe 2 hours.
Hour and a half to 2 hours. But in a
Yeah.
video, you can't go that long. So
No.
he like fast forwards the steps, and it's really cool. My
Mhm.
ADD appreciates that. It's like duh, 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 duh. Oh, I like that. Oh, isn't
Likewise,
that
likewise.
pretty? Pretty, pretty,
Yeah,
pretty.
I've got a vast majority of my art is actually on display currently at a place
Okay,
here in Omaha.
in
So I
Omaha.
don't have a lot of it here with me.
Okay,
I
that's
do have
fine.
some of the ones that I've done recently. So one second here. I got this one. This one's nice. It's a trees and mountains. Trees and
Trees and
mountains.
mountains. Oh wow,
A lake.
wow.
Like
Oh,
yay.
how pretty. Wow.
That's what I do. Like I said, you mentioned earlier, I do like the space
The space. I've seen those.
spacey
I think
ones.
I've been alive
Those are
when you were doing that.
very shiny.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I do. I 6 nights a week,
6 nights
create
a
a new
week
masterpiece.
he comes on, you get to
Yeah,
watch him paint in real time. Yeah. And I love how you're
thank you,
talking
Star.
to the like you'll turn around and you'll start talking to the chat, even though you're over there painting
Yeah,
and you're focusing on that, but then you turn and talk to them. And it's just like it's unbelievable. He has a lot more in the room than I do. I'm just saying, folks. I'm just saying. Okay. I'm just saying he does because I've been there, and I'm like,
yeah.
whoa, look at that. Love the Galaxy Space one. Super cool. Little says,
Thank you.
yes, yes,
I've
yes,
got
yes,
I've
yes.
got tiny ones. I've got very big ones.
So
Like
yeah, that
the
was yeah.
galaxies like that.
So some of your paintings are small and some are
Hmm.
rather large. So what's the largest one you've ever painted? Like how big?
I've done a couple of 30 by 40, which is like 30
Okay.
inches by 40 inches. And I've done one 24 by 48.
Okay.
Uh,
Okay.
and I'm not great at math, but I think the 24 by 48 is like marginally larger than the 30 by 40s.
So do you ever frame these pieces of art and keep
No,
them for yourself, or you sell them,
nah,
or
nah.
you give
I sell them.
away? You
I
sell
sell
them.
them. I
Okay.
sell them. Yeah.
Yeah.
Paintwithphizz.com.
With his, that's where he sells them at now.
There
So
you
you go,
go.
folks. There you go. There you go, guys. We're gonna put up a promo.
Wasn't.
Yeah, because that those would be beautiful framed. I mean,
Yeah.
just beautiful
Yeah.
framed. Yeah,
And a
definitely.
lot of the people that have received paintings from me, about half of the paintings that have left have been sold. Half of the paintings that have left have just been given away,
Uh
shipped out
huh.
to people for free. A lot of my followers here on TikTok have loads of my art. Just me, Val, right there in the
Okay.
comments as one of my
Oh yeah, it
mods.
says business.
Uh,
Oh okay. Oh, we love
yeah,
that.
she's got a
Yeah.
veritable art. She's got a veritable art gallery in her house of my
Oh okay.
paintings.
Hey Storm, welcome
Uh,
in.
but yeah, a
Yeah,
lot of people. Some people frame them. Some people hang them up as is.
as is.
You know.
So do you paint just the surface of the uh, I can't even think of what you call it, but the
Yeah.
actual canvas. I'll get the word out. Canvas, or do you paint all the way around the
Ooh.
sides?
No,
No,
I don't
no,
do the
no.
edges. No,
You
I
don't do
can't.
the edges. No,
No,
well, I
that's
would
a lot
think
of
so.
work.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
a lot of
right.
work.
Yeah. So when
Uh,
they frame it, they're just framing it with the surface, and
yeah,
it's yeah.
you
Okay.
usually chop in about a quarter of an inch along the edges. So I
Yeah. See
actually
if it's
take that in. Yeah, I take
yeah.
that
Go
into
ahead.
account usually. Hey kiddo, I take my kids here. I take that into account whenever I'm painting them, so as I don't, so to make sure I don't put any uh, vital details about a
Okay.
quarter of an inch from the edge of the canvas.
Okay.
That leaves
Yeah.
room for people to
To
frame it if
frame.
they want to.
Yeah, because if you frame it, then you never see the sides and whatever.
Yeah,
And yeah,
yeah,
yeah, I've had a few things framed, but
yeah,
I and when so if you get somebody that's professional at, they make it look, it gives it the
yeah.
finished product. Yeah,
Mhm.
definitely. Mrs. Fizz, hello, young human. Okay, little says
That's talking to my kid.
she
Miss
said,
Fizz is my wife. That's my
"Oh, that's
wife.
your wife." So maybe she's
Yeah.
not the young. Well, maybe she might take that as a
It
compliment. I'm
is. They're
just saying.
both probably watching right now.
Yeah, yeah, definitely. Yeah, she calls all kids young humans. That's my
That's an
daughter down there.
accurate terminology right there. So
Little Ironhead is my offspring, my one
I
and only.
gotcha.
Yeah, definitely. So, let's see what. So, what kind of brushes do you use? Do you have a certain, like I know I do. I get when I
Hmm.
do paint and whatever. I like certain kinds of brushes. I'm just like, I'm doing my brother for a minute. Handstairs. I like certain kinds of brushes. Do you have a favorite kind of brush?
I
Certain
do.
size, a certain kind of like. There's like, okay. Oh, you like with a little. Okay, yeah, I like a little slant on mine. Yeah,
I
yeah,
use my
yeah,
palette knife. I've done
yeah.
multiple paintings with only a palette knife.
Palette knife.
Uh,
All right. So you don't have
so
what
yeah, that's my favorite. Is that right there?
right there, just a good old fashioned palette knife, folks.
Yeah.
That's you can paint with it.
Also, if you want a brush, my favorite brush
Uh-huh.
is a 2 inch.
You like 2 inch. That see to me 2 inch seems a little
Yeah.
large. I like one and a
Ooh,
half if I'm gonna use
yeah.
slanted.
Use this sometimes.
If I when I'm painting,
It's a
yeah,
three
when I'm
inch.
painting in the house and whatever, yeah. I like the one and a half. Yeah. I had
Yeah,
a
I use
classroom. I had a classroom
got
one
some.
time that I had so many holes in the wall from the previous teacher. I started like patching them up, and I'm like, I'm gonna be here all day patching it. So I ended up painting. I thought, oh, I'll just paint one wall, right? And I was like getting into it. I was rag rolling and I was using a feather duster thing, making it look like the sky, and ended up doing the whole room.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
yeah. I don't know if
that's
it's
how
still
it
that way or
happens.
not. Yeah. But yeah, that art inspire you get an inspiration and you just kind of go with it. So
Yeah,
definitely.
yeah.
Let's see. We talked about landscapes. I was
Yeah.
telling them too about your videos. So if you're not following Paint with Fizz, you need to right now because not only does he have lives here on TikTok, he also has some really cool videos. Like the time lapse videos, I find those just like I love that. So
Thank
Yeah.
you.
So you do that, follow, okay? If you're not already.
Appreciate it.
You can always follow Chat and Chill if you want. I mean, I wouldn't hurt
I would
anything.
encourage you. I would encourage. I know that everybody. I know that everybody that's my folks here. I know they all followed you. So
Well, thank you. Thank
I
you for that.
I don't even have to tell them. My lives are all about the people in my lives. Like the interaction you see with my chat. That's really just me
Well, thank you.
hanging out with people. You know what I mean? That's me
Yeah.
hanging out with people, and these people are like family. So,
Yeah.
100% chance they're all following you, and if they're not,
Get on it, right? Yeah.
get on
Okay.
that.
Yeah, get on that. Hey, so I do open it up to the chat. So I want the chat to think. If you have an appropriate question you would like to ask, oh, Mrs. Phizz just got on. Thank you. You think about that and you can type it in there. I know it takes a little, little time delay, but if it's a question, somebody already got into a comment question earlier. So if you have one, put it in here, okay?
Yeah,
So
I'm happy to answer any questions.
yeah,
Any
definitely.
questions.
So you're just like knocking off those questions for me, dude. I'm just like, whoa. He said this. He said this. He did this. He
Well,
did this.
and I feel like we haven't even scratched the surface.
I know. Those were just the basics.
So
Yeah, those were the
yeah.
basics. So, will you paint something for us? Would you show us what you do? Give it a little sampling today? Can you?
I could probably
A little
I
something?
could probably get set up, and we
Okay.
can chat. We can chat a little bit while I get set up. How's that
Okay.
sound?
We can do that.
All
We would
right.
love to see it in action. Wouldn't you guys?
Alrighty.
Would you guys like to see a little sampling?
Let's do
I think you would like a little sampling.
do
So
a sky and a mountain.
he's gonna do a
Something
sky and a
super
mountain.
easy.
Hey,
No, we
family.
won't do any trees.
Okay,
We'll just
something
do a nice
simple.
pretty
Hey,
sky
you
and
know
a
what?
mountain.
Why don't I flip the camera so you guys can see this better? So let me see. I haven't done this in a while. How to make the large box.
You got time to figure it out.
I got
Set
this,
up.
folks. Just give me a second. Nope. Is it that? They switched this up a little bit. Nope. Hold on. See, it used to be I would go to that. This looks different to me. Oh.
The trick to this style is this right here. Bill
Are you
Alexander
filtered?
would.
Not that I know of. I see you, little ironhead. Sorry. Are you having a hard time getting in?
Bill would call this stuff magic white. Bill Alexander, the guy that innovated this style.
Okay.
Bob Ross would call it liquid white. Basically, it's just a really thinned out white oil paint.
So you
gives
prep
the
you prep
canvas.
it. Yeah, you prep
Yep.
it.
Gotta prep it, get it ready.
I like to
Easy peasy.
I don't know how to make this bigger now. They changed
Just
it.
like that. Get down here. A few spots. Like I said, we'll just do easy mountain in the sky. Mountain in the sky.
Mountain and sky, folks. You're gonna get to see.
We'll use 3 colors. How's that sound? 4 colors.
4 colors. So
4 colors.
so when you go to his lives, first thing he does is he preps the canvas. And you got to see that.
Oh no, this is all done well before I start.
Oh, you do this well, but he does it well.
Oh
before he
yeah,
starts.
no. I start painting immediately.
Oh,
Whenever
okay.
like I say
Okay.
hi to everybody, I let people get in there and I start painting. This, you guys are just seeing how the sausage is made here. Y'all are
we're
seeing
gonna get
behind the scenes.
We're getting the
You're seeing
behind the
behind
scenes.
the scenes.
See, I've always shown up to your lives. You're well in the middle of it. So I've missed
Oh,
the very
yeah.
beginning. Yeah.
I start immediately.
Yeah.
I start
Other lives
at
are having the same
9:30.
problems. It's a
Oh.
TikTok glitch. Okay. Thank you for that, Kelly. Oh, what are the favorite kind of paints for beginners on canvas? That's the question.
If you're gonna, if I don't really know. I do oils. If you're talking about like brands of oil paints, I can give you an in-depth on what brands. But if you're talking about oils or acrylics, I'd probably say start with oils if that's what you want to do. If you want to end up there,
He likes
you may
oils.
as well start there. A little bit of titanium white. How about that?
I like acrylics. You
A little
know,
bit
for
of
each his own.
titanium white.
I don't like cleanup.
Yeah, that is, and the cost.
Yeah,
Oils
yeah.
are a little
Else you
pricey.
got to have like turpentine and whatever. And you also, if you make a well, you can cover up mistakes even when you use oils.
Oh,
But
oh yeah, cover
yeah,
up mistakes. I
I
always,
kind of
I cover up
yeah.
lots of
I've done
mistakes.
that. Yeah, yeah. So you're loving this, Kelly. So Fizz,
Phthalo blue.
you're our first artist we've ever had on the show.
Well, that's cool. We're gonna
That
do a
so
mountain. We're gonna do a
okay.
sky
Let's
and a
do a mountain.
mountain. It's
I
gonna
love
it's
it.
gonna take us it's gonna take us 20 minutes, 15 max,
15
15
minutes.
20
Okay, that's
minutes.
cool. We got
And it's
this.
gonna be beautiful, sky and mountain. So
Sky
we
and
got
mountains. I
phthalo
love that.
blue, Prussian
Okay,
blue. That's the
he
good
likes
one. That's the
blues.
good
I
blue.
like blues.
And we need one more color on here.
If I can figure out how to make this bigger, I'd do it. I can't because I
We
don't know.
need
Before we hit that.
alizarin crimson. A little bit of a red. And we
It
will
wants me to
close
do a
that up. We'll grab ourselves a 2-inch brush. 2-inch
2-inch
brush.
brush.
We will go into our blue. Go into our crimson. Tap those in
Okay,
together.
hold on, folks. I'm almost there. I'm almost there. I think I figured it out.
There we go.
I think I figured it out. Hold on. Nope, I didn't figure it out.
That's all right.
I thought I had it where you could be bigger, and I almost had it figured out.
It's just a little bit of Prussian blue, a little bit of alizarin crimson. We're going to give ourselves kind of a dark sky.
Oh,
Bring a
look
little
at that.
cloud in down here. Make it a little lighter up there. A little bit over here.
Oh,
A little bit here. And I'm going to mix it in here in a second, blend it, hypnotize it is what Bill Alexander would call it.
sorry guys. Sorry.
Hypnotizing it.
Almost
Uh-oh.
got it. I made you two.
All good?
Hold on. I think I figured it out. Oh, okay. Now I got to switch.
Oh, so
I
close.
forgot how to do that. There he
There we
is. I
go.
did it. Woo!
All right.
I haven't done that in a long time. And they moved it. Yeah.
So that's just a little bit of alizarin crimson and Prussian blue, just kind of
Okay, now we can see it.
haphazardly thrown on there. And I'm gonna hypnotize it. This is what Bill Alexander would call it. He'd call it hypnotizing it. Bob would say a couple hairs and some airs, you know,
Hairs and airs.
a couple hairs and some airs.
I love
And get
it.
that blended.
I love the sky. Look at that, folks.
Grab ourselves a fan brush. This is a little number
Oh, I love
6
I love
Princeton.
fan brushes. Yeah. Fan brushes are
Get
nice.
that in there. Like that. Kind of just bring it
You
up
can
and
do so much
around.
with fan brushes.
Bring it up that way. Down that way.
Oh, look at that. Look at that.
Bring this
Gotta
cloud
fix
in
his
there.
cam.
There we go.
What we gotta fix cam for? What are you talking about?
Little bit of white.
Makes it look easy, Kelly says. Hey, Chief, welcome in.
Oh, thank you. I'll tell you honestly, it's not too difficult once you learn the basics of the tools and the basics of composition. It's really not too difficult. You know, it just takes a little bit of practice, like anything else in life. You know,
Oh, yeah.
nobody does anything the first time. The first time they try it, you know, sometimes it takes a few failures. It takes a few bumps in the road. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah, definitely.
So you gotta, you gotta take that when you're learning how to do anything. And if you take your lessons, you look at your failures and you try and improve upon those, and at the same time you look at your successes and celebrate those.
He's a pro
That's
at
what
skies
that's
and
what it's about.
mountains. Paint with
A
Mambo
little bit.
says,
Oh, that's my mod right
yeah,
there.
I recognize the name. He's a pro of
That-
skies. Yes, he is.
A little bit here, a little bit.
Look
Little
at
bits of
that.
movement.
See, I love
I'm
clouds and
just kind
sky stuff. I told you about that room I did. I did a whole room.
of, yeah.
It looked like, because the windows made the light come in, and I thought, oh, it's a sky. It's calming.
Little bits, little bits. We're
Yeah.
gonna cut up into that thing. This is one of my favorite things.
Palette
This
knife.
is why you asked earlier.
Yeah.
Take it easy, Grace. Great to see you. So I'm gonna get Prussian blue
Oh, yeah,
and
that's his
alizarin
favorite.
crimson.
Oh, yeah. I like
Mix
that
those
Prussian
two
blue,
together.
too. Yeah. I can see
I'm
why
gonna
it's
go
your
a little,
favorite.
little more onto the crimson side there.
Okay.
We'll
Okay.
make ourselves
Give that little
some
dark.
nice mountains.
Oh, okay. We're going to get some mountains.
There we go. We'll just kind of pick where we want them to be. And what I'll do is I'll probably finish this up
During your live?
during my live.
Okay. Okay.
So we got our mountains here. Because I'm
Now-
not sure how long you were planning on keeping me
Oh,
here.
it's about an hour. We do about an
'Cause
hour on our show.
About an hour. That's what I figured.
Yeah.
Well, shit, we got half an hour.
I know we got time.
Oh, we got time. We got time.
Yeah, I
All
usually
right.
keep it around the hour. I mean, it's hard to be
Nice.
exact, but yeah.
There we go. So bringing a little bit of that excess
Now-
paint down.
Do you ever do that where you start a painting and you finish it on another live? Or how long does your lives last?
Nope. One painting.
One painting. So however long the painting
it's about-
takes, that's how long.
Hour
the
and a
live
half,
is.
2 hours.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah.
So there we go,
Yep,
folks.
I'm usually 9:30 to 11:30. I
Wow.
usually do a 2-hour show 6 nights a week.
Ooh, that's a long time. I do an hour
Ah.
twice a week, and I find that enough. So that's a
Oh,
lot,
I,
2 hours. But you're doing something while you're having the live. You're painting,
Yeah.
and that's, yeah.
I'm gonna get my sky brush. This is the one that I put my sky colors in.
Okay.
Now I'm gonna remove excess paint, and I'm gonna shape my mountains. I'm gonna
Okay,
give them
all right.
shape. I'm gonna give them some body. And I'm just doing preliminary shaping.
Okay.
Just figuring out the basic shape of how it's gonna lay. Is it gonna go this way or is it gonna go that way? Is it gonna go up here? Yeah, I think so. Gonna go down this way.
So you're getting a sampling of what his lives
There
are
we
like.
go. Yeah, this is basically what I do.
This is
And I'll
what he
hang
does.
out and I'll chat and I'll hang out and
We're
I'll say
chatting
hi
and
to the
chilling
people.
with art.
Mambo's here. What's up, Sarita? Great to see you. All right, so there we go. I'm just bringing out excess paint because that's really the key in this step is getting a lot of excess paint. You don't want any of that. I'll just muddy it up, make it harder to work with.
Oh yeah,
Let me get my
longer to
That's
dry.
my blending brush. Yeah, it takes longer to dry. You start laying in layers. You lay in layers and you start working in the mud.
Yeah.
Nobody wants to work in the mud.
No.
You want nice, clean, crisp colors.
There you go.
So you got to get some of that excess paint out of there. And that's what I did. Just kind of pull it out, and then I'm going to use my blending brush. I'm just going to kind of blend up the bottom here. And then we'll see what you guys see where the magic happens. So now we got some bones. We have mountain bones, We got mountain bones. So I need some white. Titanium white.
Titanium white.
Thank you, Val.
And
Appreciate
you know
that.
Not all whites are created the same.
They are not. No,
There
they
are
are
lots of whites. Like
There are a
shades
lot
of
of
white. It's just like who would have ever
Yep.
thought until you start painting. And you're like, oh, white's not just white. There's lots of different shades.
So got a touch of that titanium white. It's got
Depends
a little
on
bit of
what-
that mountain color.
Yeah, it depends on
Not
what's
a
put
lot.
into it. Yeah.
I'm just gonna slowly work in
Okay.
a little bit of white.
Oh, and thank you for that, Ruthie. Ruthie says, subscribe to Chat and Chill. Hit the star in the left corner. Yeah,
Thank you, Ruthie.
I think one dropped
that.
off. I had 12. I had a good dozen.
Go.
Yeah. Oh well.
We'll move over here and we'll do the same. Little bits of white. Little bits of white.
And the subscription price has been dropped to $2.99, everyone. Just saying. Okay, I'm
Slowly
watching.
build it out. Slowly build some mountains. Come this way with it.
I'm
Then I'm
liking
going to put
this.
some
I'm liking
shadow
it.
side. I'm going to put a little shadow side in it. Here in just a second. Go here.
So if you
That
like
down.
his paintings, you have a website called Paint with Phizz. Is
That
there a
is
link?
true. That
Is
is
there a
true.
link in your bio that they can go
There
to?
is.
Okay.
There is.
There we
I have
go,
a link
folks.
tree in my bio.
Link tree in his bio that you can go to.
Yeah, it's got links to my website. You can also just get to that by going to paintwithphizz.com.
Uh-huh.
Or, like I said, link tree in the bio. I've got links to all my other socials as well. So Facebook and Instagram.
Yeah. Yeah.
All of that. That's all out
Oh,
there.
wow. Wow. By doing it. Ooh, it looks, yeah. Ooh, I see it's coming alive.
Let's put a little bit here. And then we'll start with our shadow side.
And this has all been self-taught. And we're
100%
just watching
self-taught,
videos, and you're
Yep.
just
Watching
trial and
Bill
error.
Alexander and Bob Ross and
There you go.
and painting.
And painting
and
it.
painting.
And trying it.
So
Yeah,
I
look at
used
the depth. Yes, the
I used
depth.
Prussian blue in all of that. A bunch of Prussian blue.
I love Prussian
And I
blue.
don't want to do my shadows with Prussian blue though.
No, yeah, no.
Because if I do my shadows with Prussian blue, it'll blend too much. That's why I got the phthalo blue.
Oh,
A little bit of phthalo blue. I don't need a whole lot. A little bit of phthalo blue. It's a strong color.
Oh,
just
that's
mix
pretty.
white in.
Oh, yeah, that's real pretty.
Until it gets to a nice color for the shadow side of my mountain. That looks like it'll be a good one.
It's almost aquamarine. I love aquamarine.
Roll of it. Go over here.
Hey, Chris, welcome back.
Little bits.
Practice makes progress. That is true.
Practice makes progress. Perfection is a myth. That's what I tell the people that watch me. Is I tell them I say that perfection is a myth. It's not real.
That's your birthstone.
You can never appreciate anything if something was perfect.
Oh yeah.
You gotta have those little imperfections. That's what makes it art. That's what makes it.
Yeah, in some cultures they would purposely put accidents or mistakes into like their chinas or their silks and things. Yeah. So because life's not perfect.
Yeah, a lot of master potters will just put a little thumbprint in there.
Yeah, yeah.
To show like, it's not exactly perfect. Like they could easily make it perfect, but it doesn't have to be.
No.
The point is the imperfections, It's the tiny bubbles in the glass,
Not everything's going to be exact in nature. So if you're doing a landscape and you're reflecting something from nature, it's not going to be perfectly symmetrical or whatever, but it's going to still be beautiful.
There we go.
Look at that.
Little bits of mountain.
You could watch this for a long time. Yes, Rita, I agree.
Pull that out. And then from there, these mountains, I kind of want to hit these ridges a little bit. I want to change you up.
Hey, Kendrick, welcome in.
All together. I'm going to bring this up to here.
Oh, okay.
Change the shape of that.
Wow.
Bring it off this direction. A little bit bigger there.
I don't know about everyone in the chat, but I'm going to say I'm impressed.
Touch the ridges just a bit. Here.
Oh, yeah. Howdy. Yeah, howdy, Kendrick.
There.
So
Kendrick.
Phizz is our first artist on the show. Yeah, look at this.
I am indeed. Yeah, you got some mountains, huh?
So we're chatting and chilling. Look at this.
You got some mountains. That's all you need. Just a little bit of light and a little bit of dark.
Wow.
And then from there, I would bring them down this direction. I'd fog them up. I could do that real quick. That's easy to do. Get my
Woo!
nice clean
Another
dry
goal has
brush.
been
Thank
met. Thank
you.
you.
Thank
Thank you.
you.
Thank you so
More
much,
fun than
everyone.
Bob Ross. Thank you, Southern. You know, every painter has their own style, both of the art itself and also the presentation of how they create that art. And really, this style is tailored to the presentation style, which is what I love. Like I mentioned earlier, my
Your
background is in
performance.
performance.
Right.
I was a theater kid in high school.
Okay.
I did a lot of speech and debate. Never
Okay.
took any art classes though.
Oh, okay. And you got to also remember when you compare somebody like Bob Ross to Paint with Fizz, it's also a different time. Bob
Yeah.
Ross was really popular at a time where the socio expectation things were just a little different. How people responded to things. I don't know how to explain it, but it was different. And so, if Bob Ross was alive and was painting today in 2023, he may not have been as popular, or
Yeah.
it made a hit differently. And so, I mean, that's the thing with people in time.
Well,
It,
PBS doesn't have a painting show, so
oh,
that should tell you something.
yeah, yeah,
So,
yeah,
and they did for a long time.
yeah,
For a long time, they ran Bill Alexander's
yeah,
painting show,
yeah.
and then they ran Bob's painting show for a very long time, and then it just kind of went away.
And you
You
have
know?
to remember too, watching this, some people who have, well, there are a lot of people have very short attention spans nowadays. They may not find this as relaxing and enjoyable
Yeah,
as people did
that is
maybe at a
true.
different time. Just saying.
That is true. But I'll tell you what, every night I average about 10,000 people through
You
my
have a
live.
lot more than my
Um,
26 in the room.
I'll usually sit with an average viewer count of about 100 to 150.
Uh,
Um, and I find, and this is the funniest thing
uh-huh.
that I've noticed about painting live on TikTok.
Uh-huh.
And that's the people that because when you get done, you can look at all your statistics, right?
Oh yeah,
And you
your
can look at
analytics. Yes. Yes.
you can look at the people that watched your live for the longest.
Right.
Uh, Almost every night, half of the people on that list didn't follow me, but watched the entire painting. Um,
Wow.
and I'm convinced because I've seen it happen with my dad. Uh, I'm convinced that it's people that start watching and then fall asleep.
Oh, it could be
So
because of the time.
yeah,
It could be.
yeah.
Yeah.
When I get done and I'm sitting there just like wrapping up and talking and I'm basically just talking to my mods and doing all the things that I do at the end of my live, I'll still have 40, 50 people in there. And I'm convinced that half of them are asleep.
Well, maybe it's not just the time, but maybe they were so relaxed they fell asleep.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
you know.
I quite often have like a soothing voice. You know what I
Yes,
mean?
that's what she says.
Oh,
Call me. Yes. Yeah.
yeah. I
Yeah.
my like it's like my mom said. I have a face for radio.
Face for radio. Okay.
Oh man.
Oh,
So
mom.
there we go. And that's basic clouds. From
And
there I
Ruthie
would
Ruthie says,
put
when do
in
you
some
go live?
trees.
I
And
think we talked about that a while ago. It's
we
9:30
did
to 11:30, 6 days a week.
Central
What so Central Time, what day do you not come on?
Wednesdays.
Wednesday. I knew it was sometime in the middle of the week. Wednesdays.
Yep.
Wednesday's his day. No. Yeah. But every other day, 9:30 to 11:30,
Thank you.
you
Thank
can
you,
follow him.
Tanya. I
Yeah.
appreciate that. See, Tanya falls asleep watching me
Oh,
all the time. I love it. I love
so
it. Please do.
she's just gonna say, yeah, I've fallen asleep. Yeah. I thought I had seen you on the
Yeah,
radio. Okay. Uh-huh.
there we go.
But now I'm really
Misty
curious.
bottom of the trees.
I'm
Yeah.
really
What's up?
curious. I see the sky and I see the mountains. What would you
Yeah.
do with the bottom portion if you were still painting? What would you do?
If I
What
were to continue this
would you put
one,
a lake? Would you put grass like land? What would you do? I'm
hmm,
curious now.
well, I've been on a snow kick lately. I've been on a kick of
Uh
doing
huh.
snow paintings, like
Yeah.
winter paintings,
Yeah.
because I live in Omaha and
And it's gonna.
it hasn't really snowed here in like 3 years. I love snow. I want it to snow, but it hasn't snowed. So I'm trying to kind
Oh.
of like manifest it,
Okay. You're manifesting it.
manifest it.
Gotcha. Gotcha.
Yeah. So I would probably do
Hey, Club.
something snow related. I'd put some
Okay.
foothills coming down this
Okay.
way.
Okay. Okay.
Maybe a little path coming up through here, some trees, a nice tree
Well, I
line,
live underneath the
probably on this
Rockies and
side.
we have very little snow. You're not alone, is what Flutter says.
I know, I
Yeah.
know. Everybody's light on snow.
Yeah. Usually we
Omaha's a
would have
great
some
city.
snow by now, but we haven't had it. And I'm near St. Louis. So, yeah. We get everything but hurricanes, you
Yeah.
know.
Thank you,
I,
Catherine.
yeah.
Thank you, Folly. Yeah, Folly is a great city. Omaha's great. Not where I'm from. I'm not from Omaha.
Uh-huh.
That's where I
Okay.
live.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay. So not
So there we
from
go. We
Omaha, but he's in
got
Omaha.
a painting.
And
I
we have a
am. Yeah,
painting.
yeah. I moved here. I'm from Mississippi / Louisiana. Spent
Really?
most of my life there. Yeah. I spent 10 years in the military and I was
Oh,
stationed
okay.
here for a while.
Gotcha.
And I loved it when I was stationed here. I was just thrilled. The city's great. It's the school systems are fantastic. I had two young kids
Uh,
at the time, and I
uh,
was living in Mississippi. I'd just gotten out of the military, and I was like, I'm going
that's
back to Omaha.
interesting. I did
Brought
not
my kids
detect
here.
Mississippi. I did not detect that.
Yeah.
I did
Well,
not
I can
detect
get
it.
there. I
I
can
bet
get
you
there.
could. I bet you could.
I worked. That's one of the things. Like I said, I did theater and speech and debate, and
Right.
I consciously got rid of that accent.
Gotcha.
Um, Also, my grandmother is from North Andover, Massachusetts.
Oh, okay.
So,
Okay.
like, so that part of my family, she has the Northeast New England
Oh,
accent.
yeah, yeah,
So
yeah.
I grew
When,
up with a lot of that. So
yeah,
it's a
when
lot
we,
of mix.
I moved when, like, I was in high school, I believe. Yeah, it was high school. We lived in
Hattiesburg,
Kentucky.
Billy.
I lived in Kentucky. My dad's job, he had job transfer, and everybody talked with an accent, and
Yeah.
I talked like this, and I got told, that I was from up north, and I had to work at it to have. But when I came back, I had to work to get rid of it because people are like, you sound. I'm like, okay, I got to work at this, and yeah, so I
Yeah.
understand. I understand that.
Yeah.
Trying to
Yeah.
fit in to wherever you're at, you want to make that you sound kind of more like everyone else.
Thank you,
So
Flutter.
I would have never guessed that. So you
Yeah.
shocked me. I'm impressed. What do you think down in the
Yeah.
chat? Were you surprised too? Because I know I am. It
Yeah.
only
I
takes
can I can
about
actually
five
I can
seconds.
actually pretty willingly shift between my current normal speaking voice,
Uh huh.
a South Louisiana, like sort of Lafayette area
Okay.
accent, and Mississippi accent, really just kind of depending on my mood.
Yeah. Yeah.
Uh,
For me, it
and
has a
the
lot.
people that watch my live can verify
Yeah.
that.
A
I
lot of it
shift.
has to
I
do who I'm
shift.
around. If I hear, like when we've traveled down south, and I'll start picking it back up. And like my daughter would go, Mom, you sound funny. You sound like she was a little kid. She'd be like, You sound funny. And so I kind of go in and out when I hear others. Like it's just kind
Hmm.
of, so I get that. I get that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Come
Yeah.
on,
If I hang
Cajun
out,
Fizz.
if I hang out with people, like if I go visit my family in Louisiana and I hang out with friends and family there,
Then
that'll come out.
it comes
If
out.
if if I go to Mississippi and I hang out with friends and family there, the Mississippi comes out because it's just
Gotcha.
that's my accent,
Hmm.
I
Yeah.
worked so hard for so long to rid myself of my
Right.
Mississippi accent that yeah.
My
Almost slipped
southern
into it there
drawl
for just a
comes
second.
out when I'm tired. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, that can happen.
Same.
Yeah, yeah, definitely.
Yep.
Wow, everyone. We got about 10 minutes. Who knew? We
Awesome.
almost made it
Oh,
to the
Chad's
hour.
here. What's up?
Yeah, hey, Chad, welcome in.
Yeah, I don't know
So
if y'all heard that. I almost slipped in that Mississippi. So
I
go
heard a
ahead.
little bit of that. I
Uh,
did. Um, but I noticed my accent isn't as good as it once. I used to turn that baby on and off, and
yeah.
it's a little off. But yeah. So do you find that the longer you've been away from it, that it comes back, but it's not as easy to turn off and on, or is that just me thing?
Uh, I don't know. I don't honestly know. I haven't
Yeah.
been back down south in
So
quite
it
a
just still
while.
comes out. Yeah.
Uh, so it just still just it just hey, my dad's here. What's up?
Hey, Dad,
Uh,
welcome in. So you said
yeah,
theater
it
kid.
just kind of shifts around.
Oh, Little has a question. She wants to
Oh, what's
know
up?
what plays have you performed in?
Well, I did tech for a lot of stuff. We did Midsummer Night's Dream, and I was an extra in that. This is
Uh,
all in high school.
okay.
The coolest play we did was a short play called The Murder of Ledice.
Mhm.
And I went to a very theater-centric
School.
school.
Gotcha.
Uh, and it was like, it was very, the theater program was treated very well there. And we went to like all the competitions, and it was really like the experience of that really solidified my love of performing for people. I didn't do college really. I wasn't
No,
the college type,
it's okay.
and I kind of just tooled around after high school for a bit and didn't really do much.
You went to
But as
military
soon as I
school.
got in, yeah, I did. As soon as I got into the military, every like volunteer opportunity that I could get to be in front of people, to speak into a microphone, or to speak to like a room of people, I would immediately volunteer for it, because nobody else wanted to do that stuff, and I could do that and not have to do the hard stuff. Uh, so that's what
Yeah,
I
so
did.
that's
The whole
cool.
time I was in the military, I was MC for so many events.
Oh, okay.
I
Yeah, you
did
had that voice for it.
retirements.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, I had the voice for it,
You
basically.
do.
Yeah.
You are very articulate. Yes, yes, yes. He does. It does sound like that radio voice. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
definitely.
that is that's that is a more cultivated skill than that. Like I've put decades into
Working with the
uh
voice.
working with my voice, talking. I talk a lot, basically.
Yeah, I understand. I understand. I used to do that a lot for a living.
Yeah.
Yeah, where I talked a lot. So, and I also had a teacher voice, where I
Yeah.
could go really deep and yeah, loud because
Yeah, I mean,
we didn't have microphones.
talking. Talking is a large portion of my current, like, my day job. This isn't my job, of course.
No,
My
this
current
is your
day job.
passion. This is your passion.
Yeah, yeah. It's my hobby. This is a hobby. This is my
It's a
passion. This
hobby.
is what I do at night for y'all, and for me.
Yeah. Well, I'm gonna see if I can switch this real quick because I haven't done this in a hot moment. Let me see if I can switch us back.
All right.
Hold on. I think. Oh, wait a minute. I know what I gotta do. I have to switch places with you first.
It's up, Amy Kate.
Yeah, I have to go back
It's up,
to the big.
Val.
Okay. I haven't done this in a
God,
hot
see.
moment, folks. I haven't done this in a moment. Okay. Then I turn off the fixed. Okay, I got one more step. One more step.
Oh,
There's like
how
3 or 4
tiny.
steps to this to
Oh,
make it
there I
happen.
am.
There we go. We're back. Woo! I figured it out. I haven't done this
Thank you,
in
Chad.
forever. Thank you. Well, you know what? I have to say, I have enjoyed watching you paint. Well, thank you so much, Amy. I've enjoyed watching you paint. I love your lives. So again, if you're not following, I know some of you already are, but if you haven't, please follow him. Go to his lives, even if you can't make it 6 days a week. If you can make it occasionally,
One night.
one night,
Just
you
pop
you
in and say hi.
pop in, say hi.
That's
You're
all.
gonna love it. You'll love it. Definitely.
And
Definitely,
I'll remember
definitely.
you.
And
I'll
he'll
remember you.
remember.
If you talk in my chat more than one or two times, I will remember you.
You will
My
remember.
brain is like a trap when it comes to the people in my chat.
And I was
They'll
really
attest to
amazed.
it.
I've only gone to a few of his lives, and I said, "Hey, would you like to be on chat?" And Shelly goes, "Yeah." And I'm like, he remembered that I was there, and I'm like, "Okay,
Huh? Yeah. Oh,
yeah,
I know
yeah." And he
everybody.
does.
I know
I will
everybody.
say he has good memory. I will say that. Yeah, it is almost that time. We have 5 minutes left.
Excellent.
And so I'm just going to say thank you so much for being here, the 27 souls in this room. Thank you so much. Thank you for the 12.1K likes. Thank you so much. Thank you for that. Thank you for the gifts. We do appreciate it. Our guest Thursday day, not night. Tuesdays are night show. Thursday day is Fally. Fally, she does cosplay stuff. So it's a different week. It's not musicians.
Nice.
I get accused of having just musicians, and I'm like, no, I don't. I don't have just musicians on the show. I have a lot of musicians because they usually are like, yeah, I'll do it. I'll do it. I'll play. I'll sing. I'll whatever. But
Yeah.
yeah, Fally's down there. Hi, Fally. Yeah, so definitely we'll have Fally on Thursday, and next Tuesday we have Fantasia Heat will be on. Does some lip syncing. You're going to enjoy that. Has lives. And then, you know what? Before we blink, it's going to be Christmas for those who celebrate Christmas or whatever, So it's like, boom. And then we have our anniversary week. So that's kind of December in a nutshell. And so on that note, I'm going to get ready and we'll play the theme song out. What we'll do is we'll play it out. It's very short. And then we tell everybody bye. And that takes them a couple minutes to say, or a minute to say bye. So, because we got to let him have a break so he can get ready for his live tonight.
30 minutes.
In 30 minutes at 9:30. So, we want to make sure he has time to go take a break because he's been standing this whole time. All right. So, here we go. Where's my music? We do appreciate and thank you so much for being on the show. I enjoyed it. I enjoyed it. Did you all enjoy it? Did you enjoy it? Yes.
I didn't hear
There's
any
that
no's.
delay. There's that delay.
I didn't hear any no's.
They loved it. Here we go, folks. Yes. Thank you so much. Thank you, everyone. Thank you for being here. Yes. And I can't wait to see how this painting's going to turn out. And then the next song is we tell them bye.
I got you.
Yeah. This is where they take a few seconds to say bye.
Bye, everyone. Thank you all so much. Do appreciate it.
Thank you. And I love that painting.
Bye.
And if you love his paintings, there's a link in his link tree in his that, and or you can go online to .com. Yeah. See you soon, Ruthie says. Bye, says Paint with Mambo.
Thank you all.
Love you, Phizz. Bye-bye. They're saying bye. We'll count it down here in just a second.
Thank you.
Yeah, here we go. It's almost there. I'll count it down and we'll end. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Everyone, have a great morning, good afternoon, good evening, whatever time zone you're in. We'll see you here on the TikTok. Bye.
Bye. It's nice to meet you all.